Good morning. They're really close to me. Got a really good Hate Brain Goods production meeting done this morning, going over new stuff, what's coming, what we got going on. Trying to keep things moving every week, you know, trying to keep new drops and things like that. We're trying to figure out what quantity of stuff will actually stay in stock for you guys, but that's not been so smart. So running a few errands right now. Cue the intro. Got a few errands done. I got one more to run. I got to go by Louisiana State Police headquarters and go file my concealed carry paperwork. See what that leaves up for grabs. But I think I'm right on the edge of having all that shit done. Not too bad. I think today's like $125 for a 5-year permit, or I could do $500 for a lifetime. I don't feel like paying $500. Maybe next year. And I still got to take the class every 5 years, whether or not I have a lifetime. I just don't have to pay, I guess. So, all good, all good. Pretty good Monday. Pretty fucking solid Monday turning out. Got an idea of what stuff will be dropping this weekend. Stoked on that. New stuff. Boom. Ketosis pro tip. Kind of stuck running errands. Don't feel like stopping to get food. It's noon. It's time to eat. Nuts. Going with sunflower seeds today. It's like 1 gram of net carbs, 15 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein. Probably eat the whole bag. And then stop at Sonic. I bought a Route 44 fucking unsweet tea. This giant mix of liquid plus the ice. It's like a 30-minute ordeal. Buy yourself some time. Stick to the plan. So gonna run in over there, try to turn this stuff in, and hopefully don't fuck this up. There's a 50% chance I fucked something up. Ooh, got it done. So that was only a painless hour-and-a-half of 3 lines to wait in. So there's a line to check in, there's another line to pay to get your fingerprints done, and then you wait again to go actually do your fingerprints. My actual interaction with a human in there was maybe less than 3 minutes. Pretty solid day. Do not like bureaucracy and do not like waiting in line. I need some goddamn food now. So just got back from dropping off all my paperwork to do concealed carry stuff. Few thoughts on this process thus far. I think total cost I'm in is $110 for class, $25 for notary, $110 plus 25 or so today for fingerprinting and filing paperwork, stuff like that, right? So that cost is already there. And that gives me 5 years. In 5 years, I've got to repeat this process and take the class again. Now, where I'm frustrated is today I had to go file that paperwork with Louisiana State Police, and I have to go get my fingerprints done. This took me an hour and 45 minutes from the minute I walked in, basically till I got to leave. That's a long time to wait in line for probably 3 total minutes of interaction with a human. A lot of people there, and like many government agencies, nothing's running smoothly. Thing is kind of half done. So I got in, I checked in and went to one line to check in my paperwork. So one person I rang a bell for, she showed up, checked to see that I had paperwork, and ran my credit card. Then I waited in line to talk to a second person, probably a line of 30 people, to pay and get a number to wait to do my fingerprints. And then I waited more, got called, and did my fingerprints. And this is really where I struggle with bureaucracy. This is where I fucking hate it. There's zero reason that there should be more of a headache, pain in the ass and hassle associated with this process of getting my concealed carry, buying a gun, the whole thing, right? And Louisiana's pretty fucking loose. But that's the difference between a government agency, which took me 2 hours to simply just file paperwork, because they don't give a shit. They just don't care enough to be efficient. They don't care enough to put any effort in. They don't care enough to do very good at their job, because that's tax money getting spent from the treasury. Fuck do they care? However, private establishment that sells firearms, I can go in and buy a gun with nothing other than the background check, but none of that says that I'm capable or really viable to own a gun. None of that does. None of that says that I've ever had any type of training, or that I've ever shot a gun, or know how to use it, or any of these type of things. In and out in 30 minutes. Filing paperwork on how I want to carry said firearm, over 2 hours, plus an 8-hour class to learn some things about carrying, which 8-hour class I totally get. I think should exist and should probably be more in depth, especially the shooting portion. Education of all this is key, right? Education to what's firearm safety, to uses, and application of skills. All those things are what make guns safer, and that proper use and proper safety and storage and cleaning and maintenance and all these things. But that's upon you to educate yourself. But the process to me is a little silly, that filing paperwork with a government agency is harder than actually purchasing a firearm. Either both can be really difficult, or the filing for paperwork could be done fucking better. So there's my what grinds my gears. All right, let's get on with the day. Got some food in me, I'm feeling better, and then we're gonna lift in a little bit. For right now, I gotta fucking edit, just like every day. So wrapping up video edit, and glad that's done. Can move on, and I can get ready to go train. So 2 things I want to address. Please, this channel isn't gonna be just gun stuff. It's also not gonna be just lifting stuff. It's gonna be me and my life varies and my interests change, and I don't focus on one thing only all the time. However, the constant that will always be there is training and health. Those 2 things matter to me the most. My fitness, my strength, those type of things are always going to be there. Now, the other interests that I end up pursuing and sharing and showing, those are hobbies, and those are things that come up and things I want to know more about, and things I want to learn more about, or things I want to educate myself on. And so I'm showing you guys that path. Part of what I believe makes vlogs as popular as they are right now, this is honestly what people wanted with reality TV. But it's not that way. It's scripted. It's all those things, right? Because you can't really shoot 360 days a year on someone and edit it down to 10 minutes. However, it seems that person can do a pretty good job of it themselves, especially if it doesn't have to meet advertising standards. It doesn't have to do all these things, and everyone can kind of just showcase their life and their experience, which is really neat. And I find myself watching a lot of stuff. I don't find myself watching a lot of people who live similar to me, because what the hell fun is that? But I really like the way this plays out. I like being able to share and have this kind of communication through the comments and through you to you guys, and kind of explain what I do and why I do it. Fucking prick. And so that's what's up. So I'm gonna get ready here to go train, and we got some legs. Yay. Leg days are really rough right now, especially with I just want to be able to lift heavy and do it the way that I like lifting. We'll get there. Steady as she goes. All right, to the gym. So it's Monday, it's day 1, lower body. Do some more squats, Hatfield style, safety squat, varying up some tempo, varying up rep ranges. Just still really limited, so I'm just doing stuff that fatigues my legs. That's really the goal. It's just trying to put some work in to make the legs sore, and so it takes a ton of volume because I can't do any real weight. Probably do occlusion today as well, so that makes it a little bit more fun. So starting today's training, Little Action Bronson's what I'm listening to. I really do wish I could share more of what I'm actually listening to while I train. It varies a lot. And then on to some squats. Starting pretty light here, slowly building up week to week, just trying to get the feel. Hatfield stuff, I'm varying tempo, I'm varying a lot of stuff. Here you can see me hip circle, just trying to get that booty engaged, trying to get that peach gang status. And trying to do things really slow and controlled here. I'm not trying to sit down on the box as much as just keep it as a depth check so that I'm not aggravating my knee by too much flexion. I'm doing a lot of sets and a lot of volume. Each one of these are cut kind of short as far as the video goes, but I'm doing anywhere from 10 reps to 25 reps per each one. And things are better. Things are better on lockout with my knee, and so I'm pretty happy with actually getting the hip circle involved in a few warm-up sets. It seems to have things glide and slide a little bit better across the knee. And no real, really not trying to push the weight too much. Bumping up just a little bit here to 80 kilos, and I think this is about as heavy as I go for the day. But happy with the squat progress. I'm not in any pain. The weight doesn't feel heavy, and that's really where I'm trying to stay. And so I'm going to make some small jumps every week and keep doing it as long as I'm staying pain-free. Now the knee does get aggravated post-workout, but it's not in pain and it's not causing me any setbacks like it was a month ago. So we're starting to see some actual progress in the rehab. Things are healing up. Again, where I really struggle is like just walking up a stair, stepping with my right foot first, going up a stair. It's got a spot that just kills, and so I've been kind of avoiding that, but I think it's just something that's going to come with time. As you can see, these sets are actually pretty healthy as far as the amount of reps I'm doing. Also got to throw in some kettlebell swings. These didn't hurt, and I could get through some range of motion and extend the knee. It's not perfect, but we are making some progress, and that's really what matters. Even did some squats without using the Hatfield just to see how the bar feels on my back and kind of keep that moving, doing up to a high box, and I'm sitting back, a little bit more than I would be able to without a box there for sure. But every day is something different, and really just trying to keep myself from getting bored while doing these very, very average weights and very high volume leg training. So probably 10 total sets of squats. Every between set I'm doing these hamstring curls. I'm not doing them both legs, just my shitty one. And then done with training, in the pool. Knees fired up after squats. That's all right. Did a lot today. Did like 6 sets of 10 or more, or some sets of 20. Did some with Hatfield, did some without, did some wide. Really just trying to throw the volume in and keep a lot of variety, right? Did hamstring curls, a bunch of those in between every squat set, as well as did some pull-throughs, which are a new exercise for me since being recovered. So it seems you guys like the little bit of voiceover that I threw in on the last vlog, or a couple vlogs ago now, and I'll try to keep some of that going. I don't want to do it every time, but sometimes I'll, let you guys in, let you see why I'm choosing the exercises I'm doing, why I'm choosing the rep schemes I'm doing, what I'm doing, rehab, recovery, etc. But all in all, that was a good process. The knee's gonna be mad at me. That's all right. It seems to get mad at me from training. It's like 7 o'clock, and then I go to bed. All is good, man. Really good day. Happy with progress. The diet's been really, really strong, really on point. Still less gross than Kumalatos. Pissing purple today. Up in that keto game. Right up in it. And that's the progress we're gonna keep making. Trying to be a little less gross. Keep trying to do the work. Keep trying to do the rehab. Keep making progress. But all in all, really happy. Got time today to chat a little bit with a buddy, and definitely got me fired up. Got me fired up to do some stuff. Talked with Brock a little bit more about Iceland and what our plans are for that. And then with Nick and Allie coming in this weekend, so stay tuned for that. Them coming in this weekend, we're gonna go over some shooting stuff, more part of the concealed carry series that I'm putting up. This is that kind of continuing education, right? I really don't have a lot I can do besides just go to the range and shoot, which that's not where I'm weak. Where I'm weak and lacking education is handling myself in a self-defense type situation. The whole purpose of having a goddamn concealed carry is for, and so without some of that education, I don't even know what you do. Gonna learn, may as well learn from someone who knows. He's someone that I would call an expert. He's taught lots of classes on this, concealed carry as well as self-defense type stuff. He's gonna get me sorted and hopefully share some information with you guys. And I'm hoping this information is something that you guys can take and decide to either further your own education with handguns or firearms if that's something you choose to do. But know that this information is out there, and not knowing is an excuse. Educate yourself if it's something you're going to be doing, and take some time to learn it so that you can actually do it properly. That's it. Spread hate, always party.